Hey, what's up, guys? People always ask me, what's the best way, what's the fastest way, what's the best way to get in shape? And if I told them the answer was to go ahead and work out, and after 10 years, you're going to be in great shape, people probably wouldn't be too excited. The real question is, what's the fastest way for me to get in shape, right? They always send me a response. They send me a question with, I'm doing this, this, and this, and, I'm eating this, this, and this. What do you think is any good? What should I do differently? So people want to know what's the fastest way to get in shape. Well, if you ask somebody, what's the fastest way to get from, like, California to, like, Florida, they'll probably tell you, well, if your options were to walk, ride a bike, drive, or fly, everybody will be, well, duh, fly, right? It's a no-brainer. Why? Because everybody knows. That's the standard, right? It's just common knowledge. But if you ask somebody, hey, what's the fastest way to get in shape? What type of answers do you get? Do a lot of cardio, right? Do a lot of cardio. Go and get on whatever diet. I've heard about Atkins, South Beach, whatever, right? Go and work out like crazy. That's how you lift weights. Do all these different types of new training methods and all this stuff, right? So everybody has all these different reasons, these different ways of how to get in shape. Well, the truth of the matter is, none of those answers are really wrong, right? But if the question was, what's one way to get in shape? Because there are all different ways to get in shape. If you ask somebody who plays football, how do you get in shape? Somebody's probably going to be, well, you got to go ahead and do a lot of running, a lot of drills. You got to go ahead and lift a lot of weights, do this and that, power cleans or whatever. But if you ask somebody who, runs track or something, what's the best way to get in shape? Oh, man, you need to do a lot of running, a lot of sprinting. You do all, it's all different. But, so, what is the fastest way to get in shape? Well, the truth of the matter is, the fastest way to get in shape is to increase your metabolism. Okay, that's the key. The reason why is because your metabolism is responsible for burning that body fat. And when you're thinking about somebody in shape, and when people ask me, how do I get in shape, what they're really asking me is, Mike, how do I get rid of my body fat and build lean muscle tone so this way I have a nice, tone, flat stomach, and just a good-looking body? Well, you got to burn the fat, and you got to have nice muscle tone to go with it. So then what do? You build your metabolism. So this way your metabolism is like this mechanism on your body, right? And the mechanism is burning the calories. You know what fat is? Fat is actually calories. See, every day you have two different types of calories. We'll make it real simple. You have the calories on your right, which is the calories that you eat. This is new calories that you consume on a daily basis. And then you have your calories on the left, which is your stored calories, your fat. If you eat too much calories, your body's never going to get to the stored calories, right? Because it's still trying to burn off the new calories. But then once the new calories is burnt off, then it will tap into the fat calories, right? So what determines how much of these is burnt? Your metabolism, okay? Your metabolism. Now, I can go ahead and say if you're very active and you're running around all day long and you jog, let's say twice a day, and work out again and eat this insane, best, really good diet and everything, and stay really active, well, then you don't have to worry so much about metabolism because your metabolism is very high because you're constantly moving around. You're constantly burning a lot of calories. But then the truth of the matter is, people only do that when they're kids. You ever notice that kids don't really, aren't very fat most of the time? Teenagers, they're really lean, they're in the best shape of their life. When they get older and they're in their 20s, their 30s, suddenly, everybody's like having a pot belly. What happened? It's not beer. All right. It's because you're not active anymore. So when you're not active anymore, you can't go and depend on, hey, I'm just going to go and run around all day long every single day to stay in shape. You got to do something else now. You got to build your metabolism so this way you can stay in shape without running around so much. Because if we can all do it, we would all do it. I don't run around a lot. I'm in front of my computer all day long, or doing stuff like that. I'm always sitting down. I stand up once in a while and walk around, but I don't run around all day long. So then how do I stay in shape? Well, I get my metabolism high enough so this way I don't have to run around. My metabolism will be in charge of burning most of those calories out every single day. And when I do a little bit of activity, which I do my workouts, they'll take care of the rest. So my metabolism stays high because of that, not because I do all this cardio and because I do all this stuff. So you gotta get your metabolism very high, so this your metabolism will burn everything off for you. You don't have to worry about doing so much running and doing so much dieting and things like that. Those things are good to help, but if your main source of getting your body fat low is just doing those, then you're in for a long, long ride. It's gonna take you a long, long time to do it. And you're gonna spend hours and hours every day maintaining that. So that's the answer to most of people's questions. How do I get into the best shape of my life, or how do I get into shape? What's the best way to do it? Answer is metabolism. See you guys next time.